$500 a day is $15,000 a month, $180,000 a year. When I tell people that this is a realistic way to earn money in retirement, most laugh. They say, well, sure, if you have $1 million in stocks. Natin. But I am not talking about dividends or passive income from a huge capital. I am talking about real people who retired at 62 to 65 and earned this money every day. No office, no boss, no 6-am alarm. 5 specific methods that real retirees are using right now. Not textbook theory, real stories from real people. You can start using some of these methods this week without leaving your home. Let's stay tuned. The first option, and the quickest start for most people, is consulting in your former profession. Here is how it works in practice. You've worked for 30 years as an accountant, engineer, doctor, sales manager. It doesn't matter. Over those 30 years, you've accumulated knowledge and experience that small businesses and startups are willing to pay very good money for. Because they can't afford to hire you full-time, it is too expensive. But paying you for a few hours of consulting a week is entirely feasible. Specific figures. An experienced consultant in most professional fields charges between $75 and $300 per H-hour. Let's take a conservative figure, $100 per H, our 5 hours of consultation. Per Dalton Y, $500. 5 hours, not 8, not 10, 5, with a break for lunch and a walk. Where to find your first clients? LinkedIn is the first place to go. Update your profile, say you are now an independent consultant, and reach out to 3 or 5 former colleagues or partners. Most people get their first client within 2 weeks this way. Another option is platforms like Clarity, FM, or Expify, where companies find experts on an hourly basis. You register, indicate your industry and rate, and clients find you. A real-life example, Robert, a former CFO from Texas, retired at age 63 and began consulting for 3 small businesses a month later. He now earns $8,000 a month, working 20 hours a week.
The second way is to earn income from real estate. And here I want to dispel a popular myth. Many people think that to do this you need to own several houses and be a major investor. This is not true. Let's start with the simplest. If you have a house with an extra room or a guest house on the property, you can already earn money. Airbnb and VRBO allow you to rent out even one room in your home. The average income from one room in a good area is $800 to $1,500 per month. That is $25 to $50 a day just from one room while you live in the same house. Whew! Now, if you have a separate rental property, the average rental yield in the U.S. is between 5 and 8% per annum of the property's value. A $300,000 home can generate between $1,200 and $2,000 in net income per month after all expenses. That is $40 to $60 per Dalton Y from one property, 3 such properties, and you are already at $120 to $180 per Dalton Y in rental income alone. Plus, there is an option many retirees use. Downsizing, sell your large home, buy a smaller one, and invest the difference in rental properties. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You reduce your housing costs and create a new source of income. The third way is to monetize your knowledge through online content, and it sounds scarier than it actually is. You don't need to be a blogger, you don't need to dance on TikTok, and you don't need to make professional videos. You just need knowledge that others don't have. Specific formats that work for people over 50. The first is an online course. Platforms like Udemy, Teachable, and Skillshare. You record a course once on a topic you are knowledgeable in, and it sells for years without your involvement. The average Udemy course, priced at $50, and with 300 students per year, earns $15,000. That is $41 a day completely passively. The second format is a book or ebook. Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing allows you to publish a book for free. Many retirees write practical guides based on their professional experience and earn between $500 and $3,000 a month from a single book. The third format is a YouTube channel specifically for people your age. Check out this channel. We do just that. Advertising, sponsorship, affiliate links. With 10,000 subscribers, that is real money every month.
The fourth option is a dividend portfolio. And here, let's be honest about the numbers. To earn $500 a day from dividends alone, you need a portfolio of approximately $2 million with an average dividend yield of 9% per annum. This isn't realistic for everyone, but here is what is realistic for most. Dividends as one of several sources of income. A specific example: a portfolio of $300,000 in dividend ETFs like Shandaichid or VIM with a yield of 3.5% to 4% per annum gives you $10,000 to $12,000 per year, or approximately $850 to $1,000 per month. It is not $500 a day, but it is a stable passive income you earn while you sleep. Now let's combine them. You consult 20 hours a week. That is an extra $8,000 a month. Dividends give you another $1,000. One Airbnb room, another $1,000. That makes $10,000 a month. That is $333 a day. Add in an online course that brings in $1,500 a month, and you are at $383 a day. $500 is just a stone's throw away. That is how it works in reality. Not one source of $500, but several that combine to produce the desired figure.
Option 5. And it is not what you think. Part-time work in retirement, but not the kind where you are forced into a schedule and given deadlines. It is the kind you choose for yourself. Specific examples used by real retirees tutoring. From $30 to $100 an hour, depending on the subject. A tour guide in your city is a great option if you know the local history. Seasonal work during tax season. Retired accountants earn between $10,000 and $20,000 in 3 months. Golf marshal, school coach, referee at local competitions. All these are real options that bring income and social connections simultaneously. The key difference from a regular job is that you choose when to work and when not to work. This changes everything psychologically.
5 ways: professional consulting, real estate, income, online courses, or content. A dividend portfolio, part-time income on your own terms. None of them require an office or a boss. All 5 can be combined. Subscribe. The next video is about Social Security. When is the most profitable time to start receiving payments? A free checklist for all 5 methods is available. Link in the description.